SuitlandHockey.com. High school football season is underway here in Maryland. Other fall sports following. CountySports.zone for scores, schedules, rankings, news, everything you need to know. Find it there, CountySports.zone. Last up on the hot seat today, this man has quite the story, and looking forward to seeing him wreak havoc. He is Maryland edge rusher Nahsir Taylor, and he is with us now here on GCR. First of all, Nahsir, it's Glenn. It's great to meet you, man.
It's great to meet you as
Thank
well.
you for coming over here and spending time. This is Griffin.
Nice to meet you, Griff.
Nahsir, I need to know, because when I hear WAP, I think of a song that I'm pretty sure has nothing at all to do with what WAP means to you.
Not at all.
What does WAP mean to you?
WAP means to me, it's a childhood acronym where I was pretty much of a wild kid, and when it was time to play football, I get real aggressive. So my older guys, they was like, "Dang, you wick out precisely, like you wick out like in smart ways." And
so like you're out of control, but it's a controlled out of control.
Yes.
Like it's coordinated chaos in a little bit of a way,
Yes.
like which I think most of us want on a football field. That's what you're looking for, is kind of coordinated chaos. So you've carried that with you the rest of your life.
The rest of my life.
You are gonna just wig out, but precisely.
Yes, calm, confident, etc. That's what we've come.
I like that, man.
Yes,
I like that a lot. Nahsir, for those that aren't familiar with your story, and I don't bring this up to try to turn this into Oprah. Like, I'm not trying to get you to cry, although you might make me cry, because learning about your story, watching Defined, it really did make me cry.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot. You've been through a time in your life where you didn't have much. You were living on someone's floor. You went through a relationship with a coach that proved to be an abusive human being, a terrible human being. As I watched it, I thought to myself, if I were in your shoes, I could find myself very jaded about football. I could find myself just not wanting to do this anymore. What kept that passion for you to want, despite everything that you've been through, to want to say, I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to go be great, and I'm going to continue to pursue everything that I wanted to pursue despite everything I've been through?
Well, yeah, we just go back to the fact that, I had nothing, and I had nothing for a majority of my life. So when you come from no support, and when you come from people not being in your corner other than your family, it's like you have to do it for the loved ones that's still there and still around, which is my mom and my two little sisters, and which now my step siblings that come to the play and for the past 8-9 years. So just taking care of them, and then knowing that I might have one last shot and one last opportunity to better my family situation, because quite frank, I'm the only one that made it to college out of my entire family.
How important is that part of, like, obviously the football part? Because in hearing about your story, you've dreamed about being a major football player for a long time. But hearing you say it that way really kind of jumps out at me. Just going to college and whatever happens moving forward, the opportunities that can come along with that, it sounds like that's something you're taking really seriously.
Yes.
What does that look like to you?
Past football, you always have to have a backup plan, and it may sound cliche, but it's real life. So if football, God forbid, doesn't go my way, then I have a degree to back up on, and I have certain routes that I can go.
I think a lot of people need to hear this, because this is really refreshing to a lot of people. There's a lot of stories about, I'm taking one online class, I don't really care about this. This is real business for you. This is meaningful to you, being in college.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's really cool. That's so powerful. You mentioned your mom.
Yes.
It's clear how important your mom is in your life.
Yes.
She told a story that you were in pads.
Yes.
And maybe going up against your mom at some point in your life. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Yeah, so we used to go pad shopping every year, sometime when she got enough money to do it. And we'd go pad shopping, and then I'd go into the stores, and I'd be like, oh, come on, Mom, line up one time. I got to see if it works. I got to see if my strike is there with these pads and see if it fit well. And then she was always open with that, and she was always like the mother and the father when it was my father wasn't around. So
Man,
yeah,
that's what. How cool is that,
yes,
right? Like, and
yeah.
so how much does that mean to you now that she gets to come watch you play here at
Man, it's
Maryland?
just I feel like it's just a woo-saw in her moment. It's like a ha-ha moment. Like she watched me do it and she manifested into it and she kept God into it and I wouldn't be here without God.
Oh, that's so cool, man. You're giving me goosebumps right now, Nasir. That is so cool. Nasir, you know, we saw you played a lot last year, early in your career. What what do you feel like you took from the experience that you got that now as you move forward, now as a sophomore, you're going to be even better for, and what's the next step for Nasir Taylor?
I feel like last year I took in first of all the fact that the brotherhood was outstanding and they welcomed me in as a little brother because I was a young freshman and they taught me the game and they taught me the ways and how to be a pro and how to come in and stay in and not go home too fast and stay within the playbook and they just basically gave me key moments like Daniel Wingate and them guys and Malik Washington. They just told me to stay down in my playbook and things will work out for you on the football field. And some days I wouldn't think that's the case, but I just took it on. And
And now you're going to be able to grow from that here
yes,
in year two.
yes,
You mentioned a couple of names. I know it's disappointing that Zahir is not going to be a part of it,
yes.
but you bring in Zion Ely into this group. I guess let me start with him, right? Now that he's in the shoes that you were in, how quick have you seen him assimilate, and what might he be capable of doing already as a freshman?
Oh yeah, Zion Ely, he's definitely came in and showed flashes of being who he is and being who everybody say he is. And he's coming along, staying in extra meetings with Coach Luke Butera and getting extra meeting time to see where he goes wrong at or where we need to clean up stuff at. And other than that, he's coming along and he's doing what he's supposed to do.
What can this front seven be, Nasir? Because you bring up Wingate, and obviously we know what Sid did a
Oh, yeah.
year
Yes.
ago. What is this group capable of doing? Because it looks like it could be capable on paper of being one of the top front sevens, not only in the Big Ten, but maybe in the country.
Yes. Well, I'll let the pad show, but what I can say is that we have a great group of guys in this room, mentally, physically, and we all know much about the game rather than our jobs. So I feel as though Coach Ted Montequinos give us a great standpoint in every aspect of every position, so we know where we fit and where other guys fit, so we can all help the defense. So I think that's the best advantage that we have having a defensive coordinator in our room as our position coach and giving us key points on certain things and plays that we can impact the
And
play.
now you get to go show everybody. Now
Yes,
you get to go show everybody starting next week.
yes,
Nasir, you referenced the brotherhood, right?
yes,
Because I think it's a question that a lot of people would ask, and Malik just brought up. Look, all of the freshmen from last year stayed,
yes.
right? Um, the easy question for an outsider would be why you went 4-8, right? Like you went 4-8, and I'm sure lots of you had lots of opportunities. Why was everyone so bought in, despite the struggles of the season, to say we are all going to be back here and continuing to pursue this?
Because that comes with grit, and I feel as though everybody on this team are coming towards with playing with grit, and we have heart. That's one thing we all have coming as freshmen, and half of the team were freshmen last year, and we came in and did what we were supposed to do and filled shoes that nobody think we would do. So I feel as though that's why we came back for a shot at it because at the end of the day, who's going to take from us?
What is the difference? How does a team that was competitive, that again, like it was 4-8, but it was a few plays away from being, how does that change this year so that that number gets flipped and it doesn't say 4-8, it says 8-4 or 9-3 or 10? How does that happen?
It's all about our finish. And once we start implementing our finish towards everything we do, we will be great.
What does that look like for you guys? Like, what has that been intentional? Have you guys talked about those types of things? Have you done things differently?
We've worked on it every rep of the summer. We have a thing where we do after every rep we headbutt the finish. So so everything's a finish mentality, and we're emphasizing that more than anything.
Is that a literal headbutt the
A
finish?
literal
Literal
headbutt to
headbutt the
finish. A
finish. I
literal headbutt to
love
finish.
this.
A literal headbutt to finish.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
You sound. Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
Listening to you,
sir.
Nahsir? You sound a little bit like a preacher.
Mm.
Have you ever spoken? Like, are you? Do you break down huddles? Do you?
I'm more of a background guy.
Okay.
So, but when it's time
Then
to
then
speak,
you're ready to
I'm ready,
go.
boss.
You're
Yes,
ready to
sir.
go.
Yes,
Like
sir.
if they put you on the spot today and say, "I need you to break us down," would you have something ready in that
Always,
moment?
always,
I
boss.
love that about that. I
Yes, sir.
love because you never know when something you say is going to be what inspires someone else. Where did that come from for you? Where?
I feel as though it just came up. It just came about by being around people that's already seen it. If that makes sense, because I had a godbrother, Jalen Duncan, that's actually an alumni from
Obviously,
here.
hell of a player, right?
So that's my. So he gave me key points and key tips on how to stay poised in moments where you never know where somebody's listening to you, or you never know what opportunity you have. So just stay poised and always come clear and give out clarity.
If you were to like go one on one against Jalen today, what's the move that you turn to? What's the
Well, my move is always I'm going straight through the sternum. It doesn't matter.
We're not messing around.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter
we're
what
just
it
going
is.
mano a mano
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
We gonna
is
check
it
the
be no
temperature.
different with anybody else that you're not like,
It's no
this is my
difference.
first thought is I'm just gonna go dominate you,
Right.
run directly over you, and not care
Yeah.
that you're there.
Yeah, I want your eyes to be watering, and then and then after that, then I give you some finesse.
Where did that mentality come from?
It just came from the struggle
Yeah.
that I came about, and all the pain and all the stuff that I seen outside of the game is like, well, why not translate to the football field and let all of that come about? And then that's why it's controlled, because it's between the whistles.
Man, I love this. I love WAP. I love
Yes, sir.
everything about this, man. You have the type of intensity. You've got to be a coach's dream. Like, does every coach just fall in love with you immediately every time they're around you?
I let the people call it. So
Yeah,
they tell me they love me, I love them.
I got to imagine that every coach that's ever been around you has just been like, dude, I will go to war with this guy any day of the week, man. That is so cool. When was so let me, I just want you at what age did you stop doing the pad thing with your mom? Like at what age did you say, all right, it's too much. It's too
When I got extremely big, so I was
13?
like, yeah, about
Yeah,
13. I was
right.
about 300 pounds at 13. Yeah.
And why was it football that you were in love with? Where did that passion come from?
I was about 6, 7 years old, and I was like, actually about 5 years old, and I was like, Mom, I want to play football. And I was at my grandma's house at the time, and I was like, I just want to play. I just want to play. Like I always watch the TV, and it's like the draft would come up, and I used to do my push-ups when I was young. So I was doing push-ups. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna
go.
hear my name.
Yeah. So I was like, Mom, can I get in football? And then they put me in flag, and then that's when it was one practice that I had they throwing throwback tackle. We all got the flags on, and then the coach running the ball giving us an example, and then I run down and tackle him. And then after that practice, they was like, yeah, I couldn't play flag anymore.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think you are the right guy. I don't think we're going to send you to the Olympic team. I think that you are in the right spot
Yes, sir.
doing what it is that you're doing. All right. So if I want to know the story because, I watched this episode of Defined, and at the end, there's this clip of you doing Biggie. There's this clip of you. How old were you in this clip?
I was about 5 or 6, I would say.
Okay. With this song, "Sky's the Limit," for those that don't know, which predates you.
Yes.
This is my area. This is
Yeah.
what I was growing up
Yeah.
with. What does it mean to you? And what have you carried that? Do you still know? Like, could you still sing along like to this day?
That's actually me and my mom's song. That's like one of our 2 songs that she always played, and she played it actually when I was in a womb.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
so she had played all the time, and then I just automatically knew it. Like when the first time she did it, I would always hum to it, and then when I got old enough to sing it, I started to sing it, and then I always took that with me. Like she sent me the song before every game.
Man. it's a great song, first of all. For those that don't know, Sky's the Limit by Big, it's a very meaningful song, and clearly something that continues to define you. Sky's the Limit for Nahsir Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Where are you on social media that Maryland fans can be giving you a follow?
You can follow me on Instagram, 4, the number 4, W0P.
This is very random.
Underscore.
Oh, WAP. All right, I just figured it out.
Yeah,
I was like, it's W0. What is that?
Yeah,
I finally
yeah,
figured. It took me a second.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm
Yeah.
getting up there in age. That's
Yes,
my
sir.
excuse.
Yes, sir.
Nahsir, it's a joy to get to know you, man.
Thank you,
You are a
boss.
special human being.
Thank you, boss.
We can't wait to see you do more this season. Thank you for coming over and hanging out.
Thank you
with
for having me,
us.
boss.
Appreciate you,
Nice to meet
dude.
you.
Nahsir Taylor. We'll come back in and wrap it up for a Wednesday live from Jones Hill House here at the University of Maryland.